Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to look at the expansion for Wingspan by Stonemaier Games. This is going to be the Oceania expansion. Let's go ahead down to the table. I'm going to show you all that comes with this really cool expansion, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to give you my final thoughts. Okay, so this is what you're going to get with Wingspan Oceania. You're going to get a huge new deck of birds that you're going to mix into the base game here. You're going to get more bonus cards that you mix in and you get to pick from before you start the game or get with different bird powers, so that's nice. You're going to get more autonomous cards. You're going to get a score pad that now includes a row for autonomous scoring, which is really nice. You're going to get more bonus tiles that can be used for the end of round scoring, and they're double-sided like always. You're going to get an end of phase reference chart here that you can use that includes the new stuff. And like I said, you'll get these yellow eggs, you'll get these new pollen resource, and you'll get the 5 new dice for the bird feeder. These will replace the ones that are in there, and they have the new pollen icon on them. You'll also get you'll also get 4 new player boards. Now these player boards will replace the player boards in the game, and you don't have to use this expansion to keep these player boards here, but they're going to show a couple new things that you can do at the end. Now, pollen, unlike other resources, at the end of every round will go away. But you will, when you spend them, you're going to keep them on the mat to show how many you spent. And you can get game end points for having the majority of spent pollen in each of these different things. You can also notice that pollen can be used as a resource in some of these locations here. Like this one is an egg or pollen to draw that extra card, which is really nice. And I sort of like the colors of these newer player bats a little better. So either way, I'm probably going to hang onto them. And they also have a new ability on here, which doesn't matter if you use the expansion or not. But like here, you can spend 1 resource to re-roll all the dice in the bird feeder, which is really, really nice. And that's in a couple locations. You can also spend any resource here to refresh all the birds in the 3 bird array that get displayed in the game. So really nice board. I really like the ability to do that. And like I said, you don't actually have to play with the expansion to keep this mat and use it instead of the base game mat. So I would recommend using it all the time. Either way, although this expansion is pretty nice. And as you can see, there are a ton of new birds that you get in this expansion. And some of the new things on it is they have these game end abilities. So at the game end, you can get extra points or whatnot for having these birds out. So really nice, the quantity of cards and stuff that you get with this expansion. And in a nutshell, this is what's come with the Oceania, Wingspan Oceania expansion. Let's go back up to the table here and I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, so this Oceania expansion, I love it. I love the new player boards that it comes with. They're really nice. I am always going to put them in the main game. You don't even have to play with any of the expansion stuff. You don't have to play with the pollen, and you don't have to play with the cards to have that integrated into the main game. Now, with that said, I do love the pollen also as a wild resource. I really like how it goes away and how you can get those extra points for spending it in each of the 3 different territories. I like the new bird powers. I think it's really cool. I think this actually will speed up the game. I think the pollen actually speeds up the game. So where the game takes about like 40 to 70 minutes, this actually makes the game go by faster because you can do more with using that pollen to get more birds out. You can refresh the bird feeder more often, which gives you more options. You can refresh that card array, that gives you more options. It's just overall really good. It gives you more options in the game. It gives you more ability to complete the strategy that you want to throughout the game. I think overall this is going to be an expansion that I leave in the base game and keep in it forever. There is not much more complexity to teach a new player. It's very minor. So when you're teaching the game, it only takes 30 seconds or more to basically add in what this is going to do with the game, with the pollen. Basically, they're going to explain just the pollen. So this will always remain in my base game of Wingspan. I think it elevates the game, a game that's already great. So I highly recommend that if you love Wingspan, you probably want to pick up this expansion and take a look at it. So that's my thoughts on the Wingspan expansion Oceania. Thank you for watching.